Imagine you are eating something every single day that slowly damages your liver, your heart, and even your brain from the inside. Most people think the worst thing in their diet is sugar or carbs. But today, I want to show you one of the worst things you can eat that is even more dangerous when you use it the way most restaurants and homes do. My name is Dr. Morin, and you are watching Vita Docs. On this channel, we break down real science in simple language so you can protect your health and your family. Let us start with a quick look at your liver. Your liver is like the main filter and chemical factory of your body. It cleans your blood, breaks down toxins, handles fats, proteins, and sugar, and supports hundreds of vital functions. There are two big myths about the liver. First myth: people say that once your liver is damaged, it can never recover. That is not completely true. The liver is one of the few organs that can actually regenerate and repair itself if you stop the damage and give it the right support. Second myth: some people think the liver is full of stored toxins. In reality, the liver does not like to store toxins. It tries to neutralize them and send them out of the body. Fat tissue is actually where many toxins get stored, not the liver itself. The liver is your defender, not your dustbin. The problem starts when the liver is attacked every day by certain foods. Then scars and fat start building up, and that is when fatty liver and cirrhosis appear. Modern medicine can manage advanced liver disease, but the options are limited. In late-stage cirrhosis, the main solution is a liver transplant, and there are long waiting lists. Even after transplant, you need strong medicines for years to prevent rejection, and they come with many side effects. So the best strategy is simple: do not let your liver reach that point. Now, the big question: what is one of the worst things you can eat that quietly hurts your liver and your whole body? It is not just sugar. It is not just white flour. One of the worst things is food fried in cheap industrial seed oils, especially when that oil is reused again and again. I'm talking about the oils used in a lot of fast food, street food, and packaged snacks. Corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, many types of refined mixed vegetable oils, and sometimes low-quality mustard oil. The problem becomes much bigger when the same oil is heated at high temperature multiple times in the same pan or deep fryer. This is exactly what happens in most fast food outlets and street stalls. Let me explain this with a simple experiment-style story. In an animal study, researchers took two groups. Both groups were given a high-fat diet, but with one major difference in the oil. Group 1 received oil that was fresh and not overheated. Group 2 received oil that had been heated many times, similar to the way restaurant fryers work all day. After some weeks, the animals that consumed the repeatedly heated oil developed much more fat in the liver, higher bad cholesterol, more inflammation markers, and more oxidative stress. Their organs were clearly more damaged than the group that got fresh oil. Same basic ingredient, but a very different effect simply because of repeated heating. Why does this happen? Most seed oils are rich in a type of fat called polyunsaturated fatty acids. These fats are very sensitive to heat and oxygen. When you heat them gently once in a while at home in small amounts, the damage is less. But when you take a large quantity of this oil and keep it at very high temperature for hours and then reuse it again and again, the structure of the oil breaks. Toxic breakdown products and free radicals are formed. Free radicals are very reactive molecules. Think of them as tiny sparks that burn and rust your cells and tissues from the inside. Just like iron rusts when it's exposed to air and moisture, your cells and tissues can get a kind of biological rust when free radicals attack them. This oxidative stress plus inflammation leads to damage in the liver cells, in blood vessels, and even in the lining of your intestines. To understand this more, look at some simple numbers. Traditional fats like ghee and butter have only around 2 to 3% of a very heat-sensitive fat called linoleic acid. Beef fat has around 1%. But some seed oils, like sunflower oil, can have 60 to 70% linoleic acid. That means they are much more likely to oxidize and create toxic products when overheated. When you eat fast food, chip, deep-fried snacks, and bakery items cooked in these oils every week or even every day, this damaged fat becomes part of your body fat and your cell membrane. Over time, this raises your risk of fatty liver, insulin resistance, obesity, and heart disease. So, what should you stop or reduce? First, stop making street-fried snacks your daily habit. Samosas, pakoras, kachoris, fried tikkis, and similar items from stalls usually come from reuse oil. Keep them for rare occasions, not for daily tea time. Second, cut down on fast food like fried chicken, French fries, burgers, and nuggets. The oil in those large fryers is often reused for a long time. Third, at home, do not reuse the same oil for deep frying again and again. Throw it after one use and avoid deep frying in large quantities as a routine. Fourth, read labels on packaged snacks. If the first few ingredients say refined vegetable oil, palm oil, hydrogenated fat, or shortening, do not treat that product as a regular snack. Now, what can you do instead? Cook more meals at home with simple methods. Boiling, steaming, light sautéing, and grilling are much safer than deep frying. Use traditional fats in moderation, according to your cultural and medical context. That could be ghee, good quality mustard oil, groundnut oil, or coconut oil, depending on what is common and trustworthy where you live. Use fresh oil each time in small amounts and avoid heating it until it's smoked. Add plenty of vegetables, especially leafy greens like spinach, fenugreek leaves, mustard greens, coriander, and mint. These support your liver and provide antioxidants that help to neutralize some of the damage from free radicals. For snacks, shift towards roasted chana, lightly roasted nuts, fruits, homemade yogurt, salad, or home-roasted makana instead of packet chips and namkeen. I also want you to try a simple 30-day experiment on yourself. For 1 month, completely avoid fast food and deep-fried street food. At home, do not deep-fry anything in reused oil. Eat mostly home-cooked meals with more vegetables and modest amounts of safer fats. See how your energy, digestion, bloating, and maybe even your weight start to change. Many people feel lighter and more energetic within a few weeks. Remember, this video is for education. It is not a personal medical consultation. If you already have liver disease, heart disease, or diabetes, you must talk to your own doctor before making big changes. The good news is that your liver is incredibly strong. If you remove the main sources of daily damage, such as repeatedly heated seed oils and junk fried foods, your liver often begins to recover and work better. Small changes in your kitchen can protect you from big problems in the future. If you found this helpful and you want more clear, science-based health guidance in simple language, stay connected with Vita Doc. I'm Dr. Morin. Take very good care of yourself and your family. See you in the next video.